Yeah, well, today I'm with one of the leading music personalities in South Africa. He publishes music, he produces it, he performs it, he's DJ'd, he's done whatever, you name it. And 25 years still going strong with Kalawa music. Oskido, thank you.
Yeah.
Well, I really appreciate that, as much as we talk now and again, but we've never had a chat to say, hey, Dintang, what's up? What's this whole music business all about? But 25 years is a long time.
Yeah, definitely.
And to last that long in the music game takes a lot of guts and a lot of luck.
Yes.
And in your case, what do you think made you stay long and stay for this much time?
I think it's surrounding yourself with the right people, a good team, and also the good thing about Kalawa Jasmine, it's not a one-man show. We work as a team. We agree, we disagree, and imagine 6 minds being together for 25 years.
6 different individuals.
Different individuals. Yeah. So therefore, I think that's what has kept us going. The 6 of us disagreeing, agreeing, and also, because we believed in what we want to do and also doing the good things. I think I always tell people, once you do good things, even the Lord keeps opening doors for you.
Well, Oskido, that's a fascinating story you told me of Boom Shaka and the early days of the business. But before I started talking to you, I asked you, how many artists do you have? And you couldn't remember. do you know, that over 25 years that you've worked with?
Well, we've worked with a lot of artists. And what I like about that is that that's why we call ourselves University of Kalawa Jasmine. Through that, we've produced a lot of artists. Some of them, they are running their own record labels, because that's what we do at Kalawa. When we feel that you are big and you want to start your own thing, we help you to kickstart your own record label. Because we know that it's not an easy business.
Yes.
But you cannot deny someone to say, this is what I want to do. Always say, go and do it, so that you understand the challenges. Some make it, some don't make it.
Yeah, and that's the one thing I wanted to find out from you. Having dealt with musicians myself over a period of time, being friends with them, reading up on how they work and just watching. It's a very difficult business to be involved in, even as an artist, I can imagine. 1 year, you do well sales-wise, people love you, and you've got a lot of gigs. Another year, your records don't sell, and you don't get gigs. How do artists cope in this type of business?
Yeah. It's a very difficult business. That's why you have to, when you get into it, you must understand that you are a brand. How do you grow that brand? There's days when, it's quiet. There's days when it's rainy days. So therefore, how do you sustain yourself? Because if you've got no hit record, you're dead. So which means, it's unfortunate that, especially here in Africa, we don't reach, big numbers in terms of when I have to release my record, it only has to circulate, in few places. Whereas, for example, look at, say, Jay-Z, or you look at whatever. So once they release the record, it's in Japan, it's in all over, it's in Brazil, everyone is crazy. Yeah. So that one record can really, you can even go into retirement if it's a good record, if you know how to take care of your money, because that's the other challenge. So whereas us here, you have to keep releasing. That's why you find most of the artists, they die poor, they get frustrated through that, because if you're out of the game, say within 2-3 years, people forget, a new artist comes in, you're out of the game.
In our lives, we learn a lot of things, and there are principles that we live by, or we think because of our life experiences that, they've looked after us. But there are also individuals who have had a great influence on how you see the world, and you say, wow, as much as I connected with so-and-so and we made stuff happen, but I'm very grateful that I met this person and that person. And by associating with them, I've learned 1, 2, 3. who are those people, and what would you say are the important principles that keep you going up to now?
Yeah, I think it's. I always tell people that for me, it's how you're brought up. You know, getting that proper support structure when you're young. You know, in terms of the family structure, understanding what's right or good, how to respect. You know, when you are hustled and say "Masiye sontweni," whatever, and saying that we need to pray, how important God is. And I think that foundation of having the right family structure, or knowing that, you know, when I've got problems, I can still go back to my family. Because a lot of people who I've interacted with or whatever, when I see the difference which I have, you know, with some of them, it's how that person is brought up. You find that it's through things which are going at home, or being not having the right guidance when you're young, because that foundation actually defines life. That's why it's always difficult when you see people doing different things. You start saying, why is he not doing this? You have to really understand and saying, okay, maybe it's because of this way. And you find that even the way kids behave when it gets older, you find that you being a dad, maybe you're not there to assist, but it's never too late. And I always tell people that for me, family is very, very important, no matter what happens.